Hey yo, what is going on guys? Cash and Clean here, and for today's video, I just wanted to talk about everything you need to know for the crystal gems and this update in general. Before I begin today's video, you do have to disable some of your UI stuff, like the enhanced UI one will not work at all. So like if you go to upgrade a gem, for example, like all of this stuff won't be here. Just disable the enhanced UI mod or any other like UI mods that you have. One of them is probably just conflicting with this. So then once you get the gems working, we can move on to the next step. So here we have some Uber 11 gem boxes. I'm going to be talking about these ones in particular because they can drop a crystal gem, as well as other stuff that we'll get into in a second here. So in order to get these, all you have to do is obviously just go to whatever adventure world, hit Uber 11. But you might be wondering how to even get 30k power rank or the 6k light requirements, because you need that for literally everywhere. So what I would do is just farm stellar gems and level those up the best you can. So if you're able to, just drop down to like Uber 10, and if you can't do Uber 10, then do Uber 9, because you can still get stellar gems in Uber 9 if I can even click it. So you can go to each whatever elemental world you need, whatever gems you need, try to get your stellars all the way up. Try to focus some gear, because gear also gives you power rank. I have a power rank guide, so if you do want to check that out, you can. I don't want to get into that too much. I just want to talk about gems in particular for this video. But like I was saying, once you get your stellar gems, if you can get it to level 25, like if it's a good gem, you can get one of these if you have the qubits or the credits, and you can convert it to a crystal gem, which can help out your power rank quite a bit. And another thing that I wanted to mention is the power rank on the crystals compared to the stellars. So for a stellar maxed luster gem, it is 1755, but the moment you upgrade it, it's this one over here. So 2277, it jumps quite a bit. And keep in mind that this is a fully augmented gem. There's nothing else that needs to be done to it. I just have to level it up to 30. So you get a massive power rank boost in doing that. And then as far as the bigger ones go, 2251 was the max for that power rank. And then once you convert it to crystal, you can get to 2557. And then obviously whatever it is from 25 to 30. So if you have really good gems that you think are good enough to go to the next level, get yourself some converters, because there's also this bench over here. If you go to the adventures crafting bench, go to gems. You can also use this over here. It is kind of hard to get the resources. I'll talk about all of this later on in some other video probably. But just know that you can get some crystal gem converters in here if you don't have the qubits or the credits. Just note that these are pretty annoying to get. Now let's move on to the gems, because this is probably what you guys have been waiting for. I don't know if you were interested in all that information beforehand. So let's just open up the air gem boxes that I have here. So I have a guaranteed chance for a stellar or a crystal gem. I can't get a radiant, so that's really good. And then obviously you can get some air gem dust from this. And there's a new thing called air gem sparks, and there's the same thing for fire, cosmics, and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna open it and see what I get. So obviously, you know, stellar, pretty good, pretty good. And then I'll just open up a few so we get some stellars. Stellars are pretty common in this. It's actually very common. But I want to, oh, there's some dust there. I just want to show you guys like the potential you can get in these boxes. So the UI is a little bit messed up, or maybe it's just the game, I have no idea. But if you get a crystal, that's what it looks like. So I got a crystal gem here, 643 power rank. Now another thing I want to mention is when you're augmenting gems, it's going to be easier to level up these crystal gems from 1 to 30 than to work with your stellars, because the stellars are going to be worse power rank. The crystals will give you better stats, which means your power rank is going to be a little bit higher on those. So if you don't have any gems that are completed, I guess, if that's how you want to put it, like if you have some level 15 gems or like a level 20 gem or like a 2-star empowered gem, you can just farm a new set of crystal gems. But if you have augmented your stellar gems and you have made a lot of progress on those, then keep those and upgrade those with the converters. Hopefully all of that made sense to you guys. Now I want to keep opening these because maybe I'll get the other thing that I wanted to talk about, which is the spark. I got another crystal, actually a couple. I'm gonna keep opening these. I don't think, oh, I got an air gem spark. So pretty much this is what you're gonna do. You have your stellar gems here, you have your crystal gems here, and you want to know how to make profit, or like what's the best thing to do here in this situation. So with your stellar gems, just do what you have been before. Level this thing up to 15. So I'm just going to hold spacebar, or I'm not going to hold it, but I'm just going to keep tapping it. Try to get it to 15. And then once I do that, I can loot collect that. Pretty much going to be the same process as my previous video. I did talk about this one. So stellar gems, level it up to 15, even the empowered ones, if you have any of those. Just know that you're going to use a flux, obviously. But apart from that, you're going to make profit in gem dust. So with all of this gem dust, you're going to make profit with all of those. And I also highly recommend doing all of this stuff on a Wednesday, just because it's gem day. Anyway, we have our level 15 gem. You would just go loot collect this, and then you would just do that with all of them. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like with the crystal gems. So with these in particular, you could level this up to 15. I'm just going to do that for a second here. So we're at level 15. I have this gem. It uses up the same resources here. So I take it over to the loot collector, and if you want to try to find it, it's just going to be the one with a bunch of stars on it. So you get 2 air gem sparks on this. Now, if you want to take advantage of these sparks, you would want to level up your gem a little bit further. So I would say 25. I think 26 gives it a little bit more, but you have to use like luck bugs and it's a little bit more complicated. But I think 25 is a safe spot from what I've seen. And I do want to mention, if you want to level up your gems past 25, so once you convert it from, you need these things over here, which is the sparks. It's a completely new resource and you're going to need a bunch of those if you want to level up your gems. Like, I mean, a lot. It is pretty difficult going from level 25 to 26. And so on and so forth to 30. You can probably imagine it's going to cost a lot of dust, which is why you have a bunch of those. So farming dust isn't going to be an issue, but you're going to need a bunch of these sparks for every single elemental thing, for every single class. So that is going to be a bit of a grind. And I would just hold spacebar down, but I actually do have sparks and I don't want to accidentally use those, so I'll just stop at 25. And there it is, 25. So that's going to be the spot you want to loot collect your crystal gems, so you'll get 4 instead of the 2. So if you do have the dust to spend, I would recommend doing that. Level up your gem to 25, and you would just loot collect that. It does cost a lot of dust, but obviously you get a lot of stellar gems in return, so you're going to be making profit. Just level those up to 15 and loot collect it. But yeah, you guys get the idea of how to do that part. Now there's another thing that I want to show you. So I have a level 26 gem here out of 30. I just want to level this up a little bit just to show you guys something. So we're at level 27, still need the same resources. Now we need 4 of those though. We'll use that. Now this is the tricky part. We need this over here, and you're gonna need those to go to 28 to 30. And if you want to check out the power rank, here it is, 2683. And that's at level 28. At 25, we're at 2557. So just a little, just to check out like the stats and stuff. So anyway, these things are shards. I'm going to show you how to get it. Just go over to the adventurous crafting bench, go to the gems here, and you're going to need this over here, a primal gem shard. And if you want to know how to make this, you need those sparks. So do everything I've said. And if you get lucky, you can get it from the boxes as well. I'm kind of glad they changed this because it used to be 12 of each resource, which was a pain to grind for, but obviously they changed it, so you need 4 of each now. Still a lot. You're gonna need a bunch of these, but anyway, that's just how you get those if you're curious. And that's pretty much gonna be it. I'm just gonna talk about some of the other things you can do. Like here, you can get a crystal empowered gem box. You're gonna need this resource over here, and you can just kind of check the description. You have to go to that new biome and just fight, you know, bosses, dungeons, and all that good stuff. But you have to keep in mind that it's also a super rare drop, so you're not going to get this consistently. And then you need those primal gem shards. And yeah, this is just for the crystal gems though, and they have one for each elemental type. Next up, we have these sparks here. So if you do have a bunch of dust, you can actually just convert it. And if you made a mistake for whatever reason, you can just convert it back with these over here. And last but not least, we have the crystal gem converter here, and the one in the store that I showed you in the beginning of the video. And then all the good stuff down here, you guys already know what's up. But yeah, that's all of the things that I did want to talk about. If you do want to try to get a class gem, for example, you could get a crystal empowered gem, so just know that you could get that as a drop. I'm pretty sure you have to go to the shores of Everdark and go to Uber 9 and use your key there. It's pretty rare, but even if you get a 3-star stellar, that's fine. You'll just have to convert it later on. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about for this video. Hopefully all of that made sense. If you have any questions, drop something down in the comments down below. I'm sure I forgot something, but I'm sure someone will mention it in the comments down below, or someone might just yell at me. I'm not sure, but hopefully I did a decent job of explaining some things here. And I also do apologize for making this video late. I'm just not too good at the whole uploading stuff. And I also wanted to test out the stuff on live servers, just, you know, have everything finalized type thing. So here we are. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe if you're brand new to the channel, and I will see you all later.